Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video. I've been seeing this video pop up on my feed on YouTube lately, and I thought it would be super fun. I still consider myself a newbie to reading because I've only been kind of getting into the reading game the last 6 months, and to me, that's still a newbie. I am not very far in my reading journey. I've not read that much. I think once I hit that year mark, I will be a reader. Like, I would be able to consider myself a reader. I feel like so far I've just kind of been getting into it, figuring out what I like, what I don't like. I took inspiration from this video from a video that I saw pop up on my feed, and it was from the page Nikel's Nook. I will tag her down below, and I just thought it would be super fun. Let's get started with some of the questions. I'm reading the questions off of my laptop over here, so that's why I'm looking this way. Question number 1 was, why did you start this channel? So I started this channel a really long time ago, probably 7 years, I think was my first video. It was before I went to college, and I'm 26 now, so it's been a really long time. I did make and post a couple videos before I went to college about 7 years ago with my siblings just in our basement doing different challenges. It was really fun, but they're super embarrassing. So those are private right now. But I decided to start back up on this channel a couple months ago for 2 reasons. One, I really wanted to vlog and have pretty much like home videos to look back on different stuff in my life. I really enjoy pictures and videos. I don't know why, but I feel like I just live in the moment and then I forget everything that's ever happened to me. And so if I don't have a picture or a video to like remind myself what it was like being in that moment, I just like vaguely remember stuff. I don't know. My memory's super bad. That was one of the big reasons I wanted to start doing my YouTube channel again. And then the second reason being that recently I got into books and I wanted to start making videos about it because it's just something that interests me. There's a huge community of people who also love reading and are reading the same things as me, and I just wanted to be able to connect with people who also are interested in this and maybe are new at it. My little sister actually has always been into books and always reading her whole life. And I was always like, I just don't understand what's like the big deal about it. I just never realized like why she enjoyed it so much. I didn't really ever pick up a book. I was always busy doing other stuff. And now that I've started reading, it just brings me so much joy. I feel like it's so cool to be able to just immerse yourself into the world. It's so different from watching a movie. You get so much more time to be in this world. And I feel like you just get so connected to the characters. It's awesome. So that's kind of why I started this channel. I don't know how I came across videos on my feed of people who are reading, and that's pretty much all I've been watching for the last couple of months is just people's reading vlogs, TBR videos, anything book related, book shopping. I am just super into. It's super fun and entertaining. So I was like, why don't I make a video about it too? And I found that while making reading vlogs, it's just gotten me so much more excited about it. Okay, so another question is, what are you most excited about? Like I just said, I'm just so excited to be able to connect with people who also are reading. I don't know, it's cool to be able to meet and connect with people who also have the same hobbies as you. Why do I love reading? I have found so much joy in reading. I love that it's just like a calm activity I can do. I can just sit on the couch or sit outside and just kind of be with myself and fully immerse myself into something. I feel like it's a really cool escape that I've never really had before. Also, I just feel like I'm sharper whenever I'm reading. I'm constantly learning about different things, and I just feel like it brings me such a sense of like calmness. And now that I've started reading, a lot of people in my life have also started reading, so we get to connect on that too, which is so cool. What challenges do I think I'll face? This is a big one. I just went through a horrible reading slump, and it was like 2 months long. So I'm working on getting myself out of that, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to record this video and do a reading vlog, because I feel like it helps me stay motivated to read. And then I get to talk to people about what I'm reading and kind of debrief whenever I'm just sitting by myself reading and then I don't really talk to anyone about it. I feel like I'm not as excited about it. I like sharing my thoughts and feelings about stuff while I'm reading it. Where do I read? I read at my house, I read in the car, I read outside, literally anywhere. I bring my Kindle with me everywhere while we're traveling, doing anything. I also have Kindle Unlimited, so I can have a new book with me at all times. What kind of books do I like to read? Okay, so when I first started reading, I was reading thrillers, which I've always loved thrillers, and I still do. But then I also got into some romance books, and I've really been enjoying reading romance. I feel like it's super cute. It like gives you the butterflies whenever you're reading them. It's so adorable. And then recently I found that I love reading fantasies. I read A Court of Thorns and Roses series, and that just like unlocked a whole new world for me. I have never been into fantasies or thought that I would be into fantasies. Once I read that first book and then read the whole series, I was like, wait a minute, maybe I am a fantasy girly, which I never thought would be the case because that's what my little sister likes reading is fantasy books, and I just didn't think that that would be me. But now that I've started, I'm like, wow, this is like a whole new world that I never even imagined that I would be a part of, but it's just so freaking cool. I have been in such a bad reading slump lately. It's honestly depressing. That's part of the reason why I wanted to make this video and to get me excited about reading again, because I've been in such a bad slump that I feel like I just need people around me who are also reading and talking about how awesome books are, and it will motivate me to want to pick up a book again. I did finish a book today, so we're on the right track. It's just taking a lot longer than I would like. I have not finished a book since I think November, and then I listened to an audiobook in between. And then in December, I started Divine Rivals and got like 20% the way through, could not finish it, could not get into it, stopped reading it, and haven't read anything since. Until last week, I picked up Heartless by Elsie Silver, read it, just finished it last night, loved it, so good. And I got so excited about the ending. I read like 100 pages last night, which was more pages than I've read in one day in so long. We're on the right track. Oh, another thing is I am not a very fast reader. So if you're a slow reader, I am right there with you. What got me into reading? I don't know how I completely just like missed that question, but I did. I honestly got into reading because of TikTok. Somehow, I don't even know how this happened, but I ended up on BookTok, and then I kept seeing Colleen Hoover books, Colleen Hoover books, Colleen Hoover books. So I finally was like, okay, I obviously need to read these because they're all over the place. And I feel like those were such quick books. The stories were so quick and they were such easy reads that I was like, ooh, this is fun. I want to read. And then I found booktube, and once I started watching people on booktube like Destiny and Sarah and Haley and Steph, I just fell in love with it even more because they were all so excited about reading. It got me excited about reading. And honestly, since then, I just watch their videos, and then whatever books they're recommending, I just add them to my TBR. That's kind of how I got started reading. I think that's all I have for today. Also, if you want to leave a comment of some of your favorite booktube pages, I would love to follow some more pages and get my YouTube feed more book related because I love watching book videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this book tag. And if you wanna stick around, you can subscribe to my page, and I will be posting a book vlog coming soon. We're praying that I am not in a book slump anymore.